Today you'll be subtracting large numbers within 1,000. Let's do number 1 together. 705 minus 136. I'm going to rewrite this problem on a sheet of paper and make sure that when I rewrite, the numbers are directly under each other. So like the ones place are evenly lined up, tens place are evenly lined up, and the hundreds place are evenly lined up. Next thing, I need to subtract this time. So beginning with my ones column, I notice right away that my bottom number 6 is bigger than my top number 5, which means I'm going to need to regroup. But when I go next door, there's 0. So I need to go over to my hundreds place to regroup. So after I mark this out and borrow a 10, the number on top becomes a 6. I go back to my tens place and make that a 10 because I'm taking 10 plus what was already here. 10 plus 0 is 10. But I still need to get a 10 for my ones place. So I have to regroup once more, make this a number 9, and then I can subtract by adding 10 to this 5. And anytime I add 10 to the number that's already here, it is going to give me that number plus 10 more. That's why I just use this little shortcut. I put the 1 right before that 5. That makes it 15. So now I'm taking 15 minus 6. So I'm going to count back. Starting with 15, I'll put 15 in my head and count back 6. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. Moving over to my tens place, I need 9 minus 3. I'm going to put the number 9 in my head and count back 3 on my fingers. 9, 8, 7, 6. Now, moving to my hundreds place, 6 minus 1. 569 for question number 1. Let's do one more together. How about number 3? So I'm going to rewrite 553 minus 298 so that the numbers are perfectly lined up. Starting with my ones place, I always start on my ones place and move towards the left. That's the rules in adding and subtracting. So even though I know 5 minus 2 is 3, and that might look like the easy way to start, you must start with the ones column. So I notice right away that the bottom number 8 is bigger than 3. In order to make this subtraction problem work, we can't take 3 minus 8. If I only had 3 pieces of candy, I couldn't give you 8. So when your bottom number's bigger, better borrow or regroup to the next column. So the 3's coming over here, to the tens column. We're going to borrow 10 from this 5. So really that's like adding, since we borrowed 10 and made that a 4, now we're adding 10 to this 3, which makes that number 13. Now I can subtract 13 minus 8. So I'm going to put the number 13 on my head and count backwards 8 on my fingers. So 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 13 minus 8 is 5. I get over here to my tens column to subtract, and I'm noticing the same exact thing. The bottom number is bigger than the 4. If I have 4 pieces of bubble gum, I cannot give you 9. So I'm going to see if my hundreds place will let me borrow a 10. When I do that, I cross that number out and the number 5 becomes one number less. Then I add that 10 back over here to this 4. So 10 plus the 4 I had originally is 14. Now I can subtract 14 minus 9. So I'm going to put the number 14 in my head, count backwards 9. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 14 minus 9 is 5. 4 minus 2. I don't have to regroup anymore. The bottom number is less than the top. 4 take away 2, 2. So there are questions number 1 and 3 for today's homework assignment done for you. Do me a favor, when you're showing your work, please show your regrouping. Please show your work on the Cami so that I know you're not just typing the answers into a calculator, and I want to see if you know how to show those steps in regrouping. Feel free to watch this Math Antics video. He also explains subtraction with regrouping in a really neat way. Thank you, third graders. Have a wonderful day.